Good morning. Today is Monday, August 23rd, 2021. Here's a story from the Dubno Maggid, one of the great storytellers in all of Jewish history. There was a supermarket, and every day they would take the cash they collected through the sales. Let's just say it was about $10,000. And they would send the cash by messenger to deposit in the bank. Every day, the end of the day, they would send the messenger with the cash to deposit. The bank was a short walk down the block from the supermarket. Every day, this messenger takes a bag with $10,000 in cash to the bank to deposit. There was a ganef, a thief, and he wanted to rob that messenger. Every day, he sees this messenger. It's a young fellow. He sees him go to the bank with the bag, and he wants that money. That money, he feels, has his name on it. He just has to steal that money. But he couldn't figure out how to do it because the bank was just a short walk away from the supermarket. It was down the block. And it was a busy street. It's in the middle of the day. How could he possibly pull it off? One day, he finally comes up with a plan. In the middle of the block, halfway between the supermarket and the bank, was a tailor. So the ganef goes into the tailor, and he tells him the following story. He says to him, I work for a very wealthy man, and my boss wants to order from you a custom-made suit, the finest suit that you can make. The tailor says, fantastic. I will make him a suit like he has never seen before. He will love this suit. It will be the most beautiful, perfectly fitting suit he's ever experienced. Tell your boss to come in. I'll take his measurements and I'll make it to order. I'll make him the most beautiful suit in the world. The ganef says, no. That's not going to work because my boss is too wealthy and he's too busy. He cannot come in to be measured for the suit. So the tailor says, but how am I going to know what size to make the suit if your boss won't come in to be measured? So the ganef says, I have an idea. I will stand here by the door to your shop, and I will watch the people passing by. And when I see someone who is the same size as my boss, I will tell you, I'll point him out to you, and you can ask him to come in, and you can measure him. The tailor says, that's a great idea. That's a wonderful idea. So the ganef stands at the door to the tailor shop. He waits until he sees the supermarket messenger walking by holding his bag with $10,000 cash. He calls out to the tailor, you see that man right there walking by? He is exactly the same size as my boss. So the tailor steps out of his shop. He walks over to the messenger. He says, would you please do a favor? Would you just please come in and allow me to measure you? There's somebody who wants a suit, but they can't come in. You're the right size. Would you just step in just for a minute? The messenger agrees. He's happy to do a favor for somebody else. And the messenger comes into the tailor shop. So the tailor has this messenger stand on a platform in order to be measured, and the tailor has the messenger put on a sample jacket for size to see how it needs to be altered to fit this gentleman, which will also fit the boss who's going to buy the suit. So the messenger puts down the bag while the tailor puts the jacket on him. And as soon as the messenger puts down the bag, the ganef, who's standing in the corner, grabs the bag, runs out of the store. The messenger sees that the bag has been taken, and he runs out, Ganef, Ganef! He runs out to catch the Ganef, the thief who has his bag. The tailor runs after the messenger and says, come back, come back. You're wearing my jacket. You can't take my jacket. You can't leave without paying with my jacket. So the Ganef is running. The messenger is running after him. The tailor is running after the messenger. And while the messenger and the tailor are arguing over whether he should come back with the tailor's jacket, the Ganef escapes with $10,000. The Dubno Maggid explains, what did the messenger do wrong? He should not have put down the bag. A bag with so much money, you don't put it down for any reason, even for a second. You just don't put it down. What you are holding is so valuable, you cannot divert your attention from it for anything, even for a second. There is no comparison in the experience of a Jew on Rosh Hashanah between one who has been preparing for this day the entire month of Elul, these days, by reviewing the prayers, by saying the Slichos prayers, which we begin this Saturday night, by learning and listening to words of education and inspiration, and most importantly, by introspecting about what we need to correct, what we need to improve, and also what's going well, what we're doing right, what needs to be maintained and strengthened. There's no comparison between this person on Rosh Hashanah and a person who walks in cold. No preparation, no utilization of this magnificent month-long opportunity. And this person simply walks in on Rosh Hashanah and expects somehow to be inspired and moved. But it usually does not happen. Every moment of these days, in the month of Elul, in which we currently find ourselves halfway through, every moment of these days is precious and has unlimited value if we use them to prepare. We dare not miss a moment of this opportunity. And this is the message of the shofar. The shofar, sounding the shofar during the month of Elul, serves the purpose to remind us, every one of us, don't put down the bag. What you are carrying now, the opportunity that you have at this moment, what you can accomplish in these days by preparing to meet God on Rosh Hashanah, is invaluable. Don't put it down. Don't be distracted and lose it all. Don't divert your attention from what we should be doing in these days. Remember how valuable these days are if we use them properly. And the reminder of that is the shofar. My friends, I want to wish you all a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon in person.